For 5 years now, one person has been watching a single electric vehicle company with more patience than almost anyone else around him. He has followed every announcement, every delay, every small update, and every promise about a car that runs partly on sunlight. He has promoted this company to strangers online, invested his own money into its future, and defended it through years of uncertainty and doubt. Now, after all that waiting, the company has finally reached a point where vague promises are turning into something closer to a real date. For years, the answer to when production would begin was always the same frustrating phrase: always, just out of reach. It was always coming soon, always next year, always the year after that, always somewhere further down an endless road. Some of those delays were completely understandable, caused by funding gaps, supply chain problems, and the brutal difficulty of building cars from nothing. Other delays felt harder to explain, and yet somehow none of them were ever fully within anyone's direct control. But something has shifted recently, and the tone from the company itself has changed in a noticeable and encouraging way. Instead of vague promises about someday, executives are now willing to talk about actual timing, actual months, and actual expectations. Leadership has said more than once now that by the end of this year, some customers will finally receive their vehicles. That sentence alone carries enormous weight for anyone who has spent years hoping for exactly this kind of update. For the person telling this story, there is extra reason for excitement, because he expects to be among the earliest recipients. He should be one of the very first 3,000 people anywhere in the world to actually take delivery of this car. Inside that group exists a smaller circle, made up of people the company calls accelerators, those who invested early and heavily. These accelerators secured their spots by contributing larger amounts of money long before production timelines became anything close to certain. Beyond that first group, another opportunity opened up for exactly 1,000 additional buyers to claim a priority delivery slot. This second tier does not require the same financial commitment, but it still guarantees an earlier spot in line. The storyteller happens to hold one of these priority slots himself, though not entirely because of his own effort alone. A generous member of his audience helped make that possible, offering support that pushed him into this earlier group. That kind of gesture from a stranger, or really a member of a growing community, still leaves him genuinely grateful today. Because of that priority position, he expects to receive his vehicle sooner rather than later, at least in theory. Yet when he logs into the official ordering portal himself, the estimated delivery window still simply says this year. That single word, this year, feels both thrilling and maddeningly vague after waiting for such a very long stretch of time. He does not fully believe he will be receiving his car within the next few months, despite that optimistic online estimate. Realistically, he expects the company will only manage to deliver a small handful of vehicles before the year ends. When he actually breaks the math down, there are roughly 5 months left before this calendar year comes to a close. 5 months does not feel like very much time at all after 5 entire years of watching, waiting, and hoping. Think about everything that has happened during those years, all the promotion, all the investment, and all the public discussion. Countless videos have been made trying to explain the company's progress, its technology, and its long-term potential to skeptics. Countless podcasts and interviews have featured executives, engineers, and early customers all trying to describe what makes this project different. And after everything, after all of that effort from so many people, the timeline has narrowed down to just months. Somewhere within that narrow window, at least some customers, somewhere out there, will finally take possession of their solar-powered vehicle. This is not simply one enthusiastic fan speaking optimistically into a camera, hoping things will somehow magically work out fine. This is coming directly from leadership within the company, from the people who actually control production schedules and delivery logistics. Still, personal expectations rarely match official timelines perfectly. And this storyteller admits his own honest doubts openly. When he really sits down and considers everything realistically, he suspects his own personal delivery date lands more toward next year. He guesses 2027 feels more likely for him personally, even while hoping desperately to be proven wrong. If everything continues moving forward the way the company currently expects it to, he should eventually receive his own vehicle. So with that uncertain but genuinely exciting timeline now finally on the table, some very real decisions need to be made. If deliveries truly are approaching, even slowly, then now becomes the appropriate moment to start thinking through personal options carefully. One of the very first choices involves something practical, something useful for anyone who enjoys spending time outdoors regularly. Should he add the optional camping kit, a package designed specifically for sleeping and living comfortably inside the vehicle itself? For him personally, the answer is simple and immediate, because the camping kit feels like an obvious and easy choice. He wants it without hesitation, imagining nights spent parked somewhere remote, using the vehicle itself as a small mobile shelter. Naturally, he wonders what other future owners are thinking, and invites anyone watching to share their own honest opinion. Would you choose the camping kit as well? Or would you rather skip that particular accessory entirely and save money? Another accessory decision involves pets, specifically a small ladder designed to help dogs climb safely into the vehicle. For this particular decision, the choice becomes far less complicated for him personally, since he does not currently own dogs. Instead, he shares his life with cats, animals that require no special ladder and no elaborate boarding assistance whatsoever. He jokes that he can simply lift his cats and place them directly into the back seat without much fuss. Still, he recognizes that plenty of future owners will have dogs, and for them, that little ladder truly matters. Then comes what might be the most emotionally charged decision of all, involving something as simple as exterior paint color. The company has already shown off several different color options publicly, including green, gold, black, silver, and classic white. Fans have known for quite a while now that the vehicle's outer shell can technically be wrapped in nearly any shade. Despite that flexibility, the very first launch edition vehicles are apparently going to ship with only one available color choice. That single official color is often referred to internally as a silvery tone, sometimes nicknamed after the moon itself. For many early reservation holders, including this storyteller, that particular shade was never their first personal preference at all. He openly admits he was essentially settling for that color simply because no other launch option existed yet at all. And yet, despite that initial disappointment, the company has since proven it clearly has access to far more exciting colors. Leadership has already demonstrated multiple striking finishes exist and are technically achievable on this particular vehicle's unique body shape. One recent comment from an executive mentioned personally waiting for a color that has not yet been officially revealed publicly. That mysterious upcoming shade was described loosely as something resembling a deep, rich, unmistakably attention-grabbing shade of red. Naturally, that comment immediately caught this storyteller's attention, because red happens to be exactly the color he personally wants. He says it plainly, without hesitation, that red is the one shade he genuinely hopes eventually becomes available to buyers. For him, owning a vehicle like this represents more than simple transportation, functioning almost like a rolling advertisement wherever it travels. People notice unusual vehicles on the road, and nothing captures attention quite like a boldly colored, uniquely shaped red car. He jokes that he personally does not worry about speeding tickets, since he rarely drives faster than posted limits anyway. His real concern instead involves curious onlookers, people who might slow down just to snap photographs of such an unusual vehicle. He half-jokingly imagines being tempted to speed away occasionally, purely to escape overly enthusiastic strangers chasing photo opportunities nearby. That small joke leads into something more serious, a genuine appeal directed toward the wider community of future owners everywhere. He believes strongly that customers deserve real color choices, not just whatever single option happens to ship first at launch. As a community built around this vehicle, he argues, buyers should collectively insist on meaningful color options being made available. Nobody should feel forced to accept a launch edition color they never actually wanted in the first place at all. If the company has already proven these other finishes exist and look genuinely stunning, buyers deserve access to them eventually. Whether that means gold, green, black, white, silver, the mysterious red, or something else entirely, choice matters immensely here. He specifically mentions one shade of red he personally admires, a deep, vibrant tone associated with a completely different car brand. No manufacturer, he argues, captures RED quite the way that particular brand traditionally has across its long automotive history. Still, he insists he would happily accept whatever RED shade the company eventually decides to officially offer its customers. He believes there is simply no reasonable excuse for the company to avoid offering expanded color choices to early buyers. His suggestion to fellow community members is direct, encouraging people to actually reach out to representatives within the company itself. Send messages, send emails, and clearly express genuine interest in seeing more color options available before deliveries fully begin. He mentions wanting people to reference his own name when reaching out, simply to show how much community demand exists. Whatever RED option eventually becomes available, he says plainly that he will gladly accept it without further complaint or hesitation. He even addresses potential pricing concerns directly, acknowledging that premium color options often come with some additional cost attached. He is not attempting to negotiate pricing publicly, but he does hope any added cost remains reasonable and fair overall. Still, if paying a little extra means avoiding an unwanted default color, he says that trade-off feels completely worth accepting. He would rather spend slightly more money up front than have an unwanted factory wrap eventually removed and replaced later on. With all of that explained, he turns the conversation back toward his audience, inviting genuine feedback and honest personal opinions. Are people generally satisfied with the currently announced launch edition color, or does it leave many buyers feeling somewhat underwhelmed? If someone happens to genuinely love that silvery launch color, that is completely fine, and he congratulates them sincerely. But for those who are not fully satisfied, he wants to know exactly what alternative color they would prefer instead. He asks people to keep suggestions realistic, focusing specifically on colors the company has already shown or publicly hinted toward. That means sticking mainly to gold, black, white, silver, green, and now this newly mentioned but still unrevealed RED option. He acknowledges that some viewers have mentioned wanting orange, a color he personally finds appealing as well. Honestly speaking, he admits he would seriously consider orange too, except he has not yet seen any confirmation that option truly exists. Even so, he invites anyone interested in this ongoing color discussion to join the conversation and share their honest thoughts. From there, his thinking shifts briefly towards something a bit more personal, connecting the vehicle back to his everyday career. He works within real estate, an industry built almost entirely around meeting new people and building genuine long-term relationships. He explains that the entire goal within that profession is simply connecting with people, not aggressively pushing products onto everyone. Driving something as distinctive as this solar-powered vehicle naturally sparks conversations, curiosity, and memorable first impressions with potential clients. He imagines how enjoyable it would feel driving around town in this eye-catching car while quietly building his business. The idea is simple. People get to know him, they begin trusting him, and opportunities naturally follow from those relationships. He insists there is nothing fundamentally different about who he is publicly versus who he actually is in daily life. That authenticity, he believes, is exactly why people choose to trust him, both online and within his professional career. Once that trust exists, he explains, opportunities tend to grow naturally, allowing him to reinvest further into this project. More success professionally means more resources available to keep supporting and investing further into this exciting automotive venture personally. He expresses genuine gratitude toward the people who already support his channel, thanking them sincerely for their continued loyalty. He acknowledges specifically those who have chosen to become paying members, expressing appreciation for their ongoing financial and emotional support. Their support, he says, genuinely helps keep this entire project moving forward, month after month, update after update. He encourages anyone who has not yet considered joining as a member to think seriously about doing so soon. He mentions there are multiple support tiers available, each offering slightly different perks, benefits, and levels of community involvement. He invites people simply to browse those available options, find something appealing, and become part of this growing community. He describes this overall community warmly, calling it something special built entirely around shared enthusiasm for electric transportation technology. The community's central focus remains fairly simple: mostly consisting of ongoing conversations about electric vehicles and their evolving technology. He jokes lightheartedly that conversations mostly revolve around electric cars, then circle right back around to electric cars again. And naturally, a significant portion of those conversations focus specifically on this one particular solar-powered vehicle project. Despite the repetitive nature of that joke, it reflects something genuine, a deep and lasting passion shared among community members. That passion has clearly sustained interest for 5 full years already, through countless delays, updates, and shifting production timelines. Now, with delivery finally feeling close, that same passion seems poised to carry the community through these final anticipated months. Every update, every announcement, and every small piece of new information adds fuel to that ongoing excitement and anticipation. Whether deliveries genuinely begin within the next 5 months or slip further into the following year remains somewhat uncertain still. What feels certain, however, is that the wait itself has brought together people who share a genuine common interest. People who once simply watched from a distance now feel personally invested, both financially and emotionally, in this shared journey. That shared anticipation, built slowly over years, has created something resembling genuine community rather than simple customer interest alone. As the countdown toward delivery continues narrowing, expect excitement, speculation, and honest uncertainty to keep growing right alongside it. Some people will receive their vehicles exactly on schedule, while others may need to wait slightly longer than initially hoped. Either way, the story continues moving forward. One update, one announcement, and one small milestone at a time. For now, decisions about camping kits, pet ladders, and exterior colors offer something enjoyable to focus on while waiting. They give future owners a small sense of control and personal customization during a process otherwise dictated largely by production schedules. And for one person who has waited 5 patient years, that sense of anticipation only continues building with each passing week. Whether his vehicle arrives this year or sometime next year, the excitement surrounding this long-awaited delivery clearly remains completely unchanged. He closes by wishing everyone watching a genuinely great day, thanking his audience once more for their continued support and patience. He reminds everyone that this journey, built on 5 years of promotion, investment, and hope, is finally nearing its most exciting chapter yet.